I'm Lene. Welcome to my channel, Fashionably 50-something and beyond. If you like hauls, DIYs, and cooking, then you've come to the right channel. And what I have for you today is a DIY. What we are going to do is make a Freddy Krueger wreath for Halloween. So I have my wreath form, I have my Freddy Krueger hat, I have my deco mesh. I'm going to show you how to make these bundles. And then I also have a wooden plank here with some white adhesive letters that we're going to make for our street sign that says Elm Street. And we'll glue that onto our wreath as well. And what we're going to do first is get our street sign ready. So I have my wooden plank here from Dollar Tree, and I have my felt letters. And those are going to spell out Elm Street. And I'm going to just put them on the plate already spelled out. I kind of have them in this bag spelling out Elm Street. So okay, now we have our Elm Street letters written out. So I have some holly branch green paint, and we're just going to paint this. I have a sponge brush. Okay, and here we have our street sign painted front and back, and I'm just going to set it on my paper plate here to dry. What I also want to show you is my Nightmare on Elm Street coffee mug. I got this from Walmart the other day. This was $6.98. As you can tell, it's very big, and I'm just wondering if that's because the kids in the Nightmare on Elm Street were drinking tons of coffee to try to stay awake. So maybe that's why this mug is so big. But I'm just drinking water today. Just drinking water, and we'll get started. So for our wreath form, we're using deco mesh, and I used 4 of the red and black stripe deco mesh and 4 of the red deco mesh. And what I did was I made some bundles with the red on top and some bundles with the stripe on the top. I took my deco mesh and I cut it into 8-inch pieces, and then you roll them up, and they kind of roll up by themselves, and then you create a little bundle. So this one, then you take your raw edge and your raw edge, and you kind of match them up so that raw edge is on the inside. And then you take a pipe cleaner. I cut my pipe cleaners in half so that they won't be so long. And then you just tie these very tightly together and pull that and twist. Okay, so there we have a bundle with the red and black on the top and the red on the bottom. Now this bundle we are going to make with the red on the top. So I'm going to take my raw edges and match them up, take my pipe cleaner and wrap it around, and give it a twist. Okay, and there's one bundle with the red on the outside and a bundle with the red on the back. Okay, now I have made 2 bags of these bundles. One bag has the red in the front and one bag has the red in the back. So we'll just get started here. I'm going to pull a bunch of these out. So these are the red with the red in the front here, and these are with the red and black stripe in the front. What we're going to do is take our bundles, and we're going to tie them onto this wreath form. And what you do is you tie them to these 2 center pieces, and you just take your bundle and put your pipe cleaner, just set it, press it up against there, and then take your pipe cleaner and twist so that it's wrapped around the 2 inside wires. Okay, like that. And what I'm going to gonna do is I'm going to put 3 red and then 3 black, so it'll be like a stripe. I want the stripes to be a little bit on the wide side. So I'm just going to take, again, I'm pressing my bundle up against my wreath form, and I am then twisting the pipe cleaner around the 2 pieces in the center. And I'll show you what the back looks like. So there it is, tied like that. Okay, now I'm going to put another red one. So we have red. And I'm just going to keep pushing my bundles towards the center of the wreath. By the center, I mean the center up here. So they're nice and tight. Okay, now I'm going to take and do 3 with the black. Now I know Freddy Krueger's sweater is green and red, but I just thought that the red looked kind of Christmassy. So when you see a dark picture of Freddy Krueger, his sweater looks like it could be black. And in fact, I had to kind of really look at it to see. Some of the pictures I had made it look like it was black. So now we're gonna put another black in the front bundle. Tie that on to these 2 center wires. Kind of push it towards the center there so it's nice and thick there. And then we'll take another black bundle and twist it on to these 2 center wires. Okay, now I'm just going to keep twisting. Now I'm going to start with the red and do 3 red and 3 black and so on. Okay, now we are halfway through our wreath and here's what it looks like. I think it's coming along quite nicely. Here's the back. I'm just going to continue on tying these bundles on, and as I twist and tie, then I push it over to the end, and I'm going to add another one, and push. And it's looking like it takes about 11 bundles to fill each section of this frame. Okay, so I'm just going to continue on here. Okay, and here we are. We only have this one section left to do. So then when we're done with this wreath, we can start working on our street sign and then attaching our items to the wreath. Okay, everyone, and here I am tying on the last bundle. I think that our wreath looks good. Here it is from the front, and here it is from the back. Awesome! So here we go. Now what I'm going to do is, I have my street sign, and my street sign is dry. And now I'm going to put the letters on. I have these felt letters from Dollar Tree. I don't know if you can see them against the plate. They are white. And I am just going to start with the E and the T. I'm going to put these. Okay, so now what I've done is set the wreath aside, and I have our street sign ready here. I took a ruler or a tape measure, and I just have it right along the bottom of the sign, and then I will put my letters right along the edge of the tape measure. And they are self-adhesive, but I am going to use my glue gun because I just think that I will get them on straighter that way. Okay, so here we go with the glue gun. I'm just going to put a dab right here. And here is our street sign that we will be gluing on to our wreath. So the next step in the process is going to be attaching our hat to the wreath. So what I'm going to do is cut this cord and I'm just going to put the hat on the wreath and I am going to tie it on very, very tightly. I'm going to weave my cord in between the two wires so that I will be tying it around the two center wires, just like I did with my, just like I did with the pipe cleaners. And here we have our hat. Okay, so we have our hat on and we have our street sign that I'm going to glue here. I'm going to also add a skeleton hand. I think I'm just going to stick that right into the wreath like that because I think that looks like a Freddy Krueger hand. So I am just going to get my street sign full of glue so I can just press it onto my wreath. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this hand and I'm just going to stick it in there so it's kind of coming out. And here we have our Freddy Krueger wreath. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and if you did, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye!